Welcome to another installment. I'm Mark Johnson with Welsh Music, and today we're going to be reviewing the Peavey BTS 2.2. The Peavey BTS 2.2 is a portable Bluetooth speaker. Kind of a cool little unit in that it has a lithium-ion battery. The lithium-ion battery allows you to take it places. If you want to go to the park and not just listen to your cell phone, it's just a little bit better and a lot more sound. Okay, so the Peavey BTS will play music both from your auxiliary cable, which you easily just plug right in here just like in your car audio, or you can also use a thumb drive. This is a nice thumb drive we had sent out from our friends at Yamaha, and all you do is simply plug it in, turn it on, and it automatically accesses your music. Your charging source is through a miniature USB. Easily just plug it in, use your phone socket, your computer, anything to charge up your lithium-ion battery. One thing that's important to cover is that when you plug in either your auxiliary cable or your USB, your on-off on your Bluetooth has to be turned off, or else it will defeat these two inputs. If you want to use these two inputs and not use your Bluetooth, just simply keep it off, or if you want to use your Bluetooth, simply turn it on. It now sends out a radio signal. The front of the unit is kind of different in that it has a simple power button. You have to turn it on, and it lights up blue, and very aesthetically pleasing. We simply put in our thumb drive into the USB port. You can also use a flash drive, anything like that. We're going to simply turn on the unit. It's going to access our music, and we simply push play. We can skip ahead. This is our volume for the unit. Turn it up and turn it down. Plus we can skip ahead throughout our playlist that you already have preset. Same thing with the auxiliary cable. Now to show you, we have our iPhone here. And with the iPhone we are going to connect it by way of Bluetooth. So we're going to take the unit, we're going to turn on our Bluetooth, and now it is sending a signal out, and we are going to pair it. So we simply go to our gearbox, go to your Bluetooth, and make sure it is turned on. And as you will see that it is a BTS 535. That's the unit I have at home, the PY11BT. So we're going to connect to that unit. It says we are now connected. It gives you a nice little chime. Now off camera here I will show you my music. So we just push play. We are now wirelessly listening to our music. You can control volume.
It's called the New Orleans Tango. I said as she looked around.
Thank you, Tony. Bluetooth does wear down the battery. Peavey says this model has about 8.5 hours of listening, but when it's sending out a Bluetooth signal, the power on the battery definitely dwindles. So to not have to use up your battery, you simply plug in your auxiliary cable, plug that into your phone, and you can do the exact same thing. But as I spoke earlier, we have to make sure that we turn off our Bluetooth radio. So now the radio signal has ended, and we can push play on our music, and it is now going through the cable. The BTS 2.2 Bluetooth speaker will have about an 8-hour charge. It changes whether you use the Bluetooth or whether you plug in with your USB or your auxiliary, or you're using an SD card. You also have the option to use it as headphones, so you can do an auxiliary input. We've used Yamaha's silent guitar. We've plugged in auxiliary, and then we use the outputs of the headphones to be able to capture all of the effects off of that guitar. So it's a nice little versatile powered speaker. Speaking on the powered speakers, you have 3 built-in 4-ohm speakers that give you a true high-definition sound. The sound quality that we've noticed kind of changes when you're hooked up Bluetooth wise. It's not as crisp and clear, but as you run the data directly into it, whether you're running it off your SD card, USB, or through your auxiliary cable, your sound is definitely a lot more crisp and clear, and you get a lot more volume. So that's one of the kind of the downfalls. Also, the interface here doesn't really give us any readout. It's kind of hard when we plug in our music. I've made sure that I have my Bluetooth off. I'm going to plug in my USB drive, which is basically a flash drive, any thumb drive that you have. It doesn't tell me when it's ready. I have to kind of guess when it's ready to play. So I just push play and say, are you going to play? And so that's one of the big downfalls that we see with the BTS 2.2. So it doesn't tell us what song we're on. You just kind of have to know if you're looking for a specific song, it's really kind of hard. That's when it becomes better to use your phone as the human interface with this unit instead of just a thumb drive. You kind of have to just kind of tap through your playlist to find the song you want. It's definitely great for straight listening, but when it comes down to doing any kind of specific songs, it's just really kind of hard unless you use your phone or your tablet as a device to interface with that. Thank you for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and leave us any comments if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Welch Music.